Hello everyone. I think we are live. Hi, I'm sorry again. I'm late by a couple of minutes. Good to see a couple of people already here. Hello everyone. Welcome. Okay, we will start in a while. We will use the same method. You guys come in and ask questions in the chat window, or I will take the questions which are already there in the chat window. Okay, so there are a lot of questions coming up actually in the comments box. Let me pop out the chat. Okay, so we are going to do some Q&A. All right, slow mode is on, everyone, which means that you will have to wait for a few seconds before you ask any question. Okay, so you'll have to wait for some time before you can ask, and we'll allow some more time for people to join. You will have to subscribe to the channel to ask questions. Okay, so the subscriber mode is on, so you cannot ask a question unless you're subscribed to the channel. So once you subscribe, then within 1 minute you can post a question in the live chat window. Okay, and I'm going to start now. Okay, give me a second, please. Thank you very much for those 3 thumbs up buttons over there. Thank you. Thanks a lot. All right, we are live now. So I'm going to take the live chat window as soon as the questions come up. But in the meantime, I will go to the comments which were there on the comments window. Okay. So a lot of people have asked me questions around project management related stuff. I think a couple of people with whom I was doing one-on-one calls, and I think a couple of them asked me in the chat as well about project management, and I want to tell you a couple of things about that before we take more questions from this live chat. When you talk about people management role, a people management role is generally which requires project management, program management, resource management, customer interaction, stakeholder management related knowledge or experience. But only that will not suffice. Okay, so you will need to have a lot of skills other than the project and process management. You will need to have some functional skill or some technical skill, okay, to back you up. Only project management or only process management will not cut the deal in today's time. Hi Abbas, hello, welcome. Welcome to this channel, Abbas. There are 4 more people on the call, 5 more people. Okay, thank you very much for coming in, guys. Just hit that like button, and I'm going to start with Abbas Ali. He has posted the first query here. Abbas says, I am SDET with 12 years of experience. Is it beneficial for PSM certification for longer career? Is it a good idea? PSM, Abbas, can you give me the full form of PSM certification? What does that mean? What is PSM? I've heard of PMP. I've heard of Prince 2. I've heard of what is that? Scrum Master. Okay, professional Scrum Master. Okay, so PSM is Scrum Master. Yeah. So Abbas, if you are working in a Scrum environment, okay, if you're working in an agile environment where there is delivery happening in the agile mode, Scrum mode, okay, you have Scrum calls and all of that to manage. But you said you have 12 years of experience uh, for a longer career. Yeah, of course. See, I hope you are working in a team where there is a sprint happening. Okay. Uh, okay, you are working in Scrum since 6 years. So you know by now, you know what is a Scrum like, right? How does the sprint work? What is the Scrum Master doing? Hi, Sumant. What is the Scrum Master doing? What is that role? So yes, for you with 12 years of experience, I think you have that maturity, Abbas, to learn and get certified. And I don't think, in my personal opinion, a Scrum Master is not a very difficult certification. As far as I understand from the past, it requires some 2-3 days of training, and then most of the people are able to qualify. That's what I understand. But yes, definitely you should do it. But just think of that Scrum Master. Okay, if you're working in this role in this team for 6 years, think of that person. Oh, okay. So you're talking about a different thing. Then I'm sorry, I took it professional Scrum certification. Oh, Abbas, then, excuse me, sorry. I was talking about Scrum Master, CSM. PSM, I will have to find out. Okay. I honestly don't know at this moment what is the difference between the two. So maybe I will find it out and I'll come back to you. But I know, but what I'm thinking is, if you are in a sprint environment, in a Scrum environment, you know what these guys do. Does that job sound interesting to you? Okay, if that job sounds interesting to you, if you are ready to go into that kind of a role, then yes, but I will come back to you on that specific certification of pass. Okay. Hi Sumant. I Sethu, I think Sethu, you have taken back your message, but I'll wait for your message. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in, and just hit that like button. As soon as you come here, hit that like button, come to the live chat, and then we can interact. In the meantime, I'm talking to Sumant. Hi, Sumant. Sumant says, thank you for your motivation to grow in my career. You are most welcome, Sumant, and I've got very good messages in the last week or so. I think couple of weeks, a lot of people have reached out to me and they've told me how watching my channel has helped them, and I think that makes me pretty happy, because the effort is not going in vain. It is going in the right direction. So Sumant, you're welcome. Srinivas Mandale. Hi, Srinivas. Why IT in boom from last 2 years? I don't think in 2 years, Srinivas, IT is in boom for last few months. I mean, it goes up and down. It keeps on happening up and down. But there was definitely a time in 2020 when the COVID was at peak. I think that was the time when a lot of people lost jobs, especially started from Europe, right? Italy and all those places. A lot of businesses were stopped, and that's why a lot of people lost jobs. And airline industry, okay, hotel industry, tourism industry, a lot of industries were impacted, and that is why businesses were not able to thrive. And of course, because of lockdown all over the world, shipments were not happening, and a lot of business was impacted, right? So that's why IT was taken a back seat, and that's why companies stopped those IT projects. They stopped investment into IT. Okay, there were, let's say, if architectural changes or upgrades, they just put a hold on it. So that was the phase when it was on hold, and now because business is coming back into action, things are getting into normal, and that's why people have started to again invest on IT projects, and that's why you see that so-called boom. Okay, I don't call it as a boom, but money is back, budget is back into IT. Okay, so companies are investing into IT projects. That is one reason. Second reason is startups, of course. Startups and unicorns. If these companies, new companies, do well, then yes, a lot of talent gets consumed, and that's why you see this, um, boom. Ishwar, hi Ishwar, thank you so much for coming in. You are a subscribed member of this channel, not just subscriber but a member. I'll take Ishwar's question. Ishwar says, what will be your advice for people who are in jobs careers for more than 10 plus years? What is the skill set required for them to be aligned with the industry in this rapid pace environment? Okay. Excellent question, Ishwar, as always. For 10 plus years of experience, and I am a part of that bracket. Okay. Generally, 0 to 10 is a smooth ride. I will say not smooth, but a ride where you can make money, where you can switch technologies or domains and stuff like that, right? You can experiment in the first 5 years, and then in the next 5 years you can thrive. After 10 years, that is where the testing time is. And you have a very pointed question, that what do we need to do after 10 years? Okay, so at the beginning of this chat, I was telling everybody that I have spoken to at least 2-3 people who are 8 plus, 10 plus, 15 plus years of experience. And my advice to them has been very common. If you are into a team leading role, a project management role, just don't be on the people side or process side. Okay. Have a handle on either technology or domain. Okay. So one of the two. So you can't be just a people manager or a project manager. You have to be people project manager plus functional or plus technical. Okay, so that makes a deadly combination. That is what people will value. So that is one part. Second is, what skill set? Okay, so from a skill set perspective, again, if you are a project manager who was managing Java projects, okay, legacy projects, web-based applications, or support projects, or enhancement engagements, then or leading a team, okay, 10 plus years, I think what needs to change is you need to align with those future technologies. Okay, so there are 8-9 areas mobile computing, cloud, okay, AI, ML, data science, 3D modeling, and then there are a few more, right? Cyber security and all of that. So align into those technologies or those areas where there is innovation happening, there is something new happening. So for 10 plus years of experience, whoever is in that project management or leading role, you have to do project management leading as well as find projects which are aligned with one of these 9-10 areas. For people who are not into project management but senior people, 10 plus years of experience or around that, I think you need to become a specialist. Okay. So let's say if you are a functional person, try to become a specialist in your area so that people value your knowledge. Okay. Your functional knowledge. And if you are, let's say, in a financial domain and if you are a financial expert, then you can move within the finance industry. Okay. Or within IT where there are projects related to finance. Okay. Maybe a product related company, for example. So domain is the key if you are a specialist. If you are a technical architect, individual contributor, then make sure that you are a good technical architect and people will love your work. So, you need to be on top of your game. So that's the only way you can survive for another 10 years or maybe more. Okay, Ishwar. But thank you so much, Ishwar, for joining and asking that very pertinent question. And we will talk again on this topic when we meet next. Um, Okay, I'll take few more questions. There is a questions which are getting piled up, but 12 people on the call. Thank you so much, everyone. Hit that like button, please. We have 9 likes and 13 people, so 4 more people. Please bless this video. I will take the next set of questions. Arav, hi Arav. Arav, I think I've spoken to you last week also. Between mechanical and CS, okay, don't get confused. I have pinged you one link. If you have not got that link yesterday in the live chat, look for Google. Go to Google and search for mechanical engineering type of jobs. Okay, so you will find out from Google. You can find out a lot of articles where they have given what kind of jobs are available in the mechanical engineering area. Okay, so read those descriptions of those jobs, Arav. Okay, so that way you will get to know what is mechanical engineering all about. Okay, is that your question? If you're not interested in coding, okay, and you want to get into computer science, don't worry. I mean, IT, you can take IT instead of computer science. Okay, so computer science and IT have a very small difference in the sense that for computer science, people are more towards design, okay, towards system design, architecture, and all of that. Okay, while IT is more of jack of all kind of things. So in IT, you will get a lot of variety. Other than coding, also there are a lot of jobs. Okay, so don't worry. You are a commerce graduate, but done Java, Python. What I do to get a job in IT company? Okay, if you are a commerce graduate, you're confusing me. Your question was mechanical versus CS. Okay, now you're saying you're a commerce graduate. Okay, so Java and Python. What do I do to get a job in the IT industry? Look for openings, okay, in LinkedIn or in platforms where there are jobs posted. I think Java and Python ke liye, there are thousands of jobs. Okay, if you're following the right threads, if you're a fresher, follow hash freshers, hash hiring, hash jobs, hash Python, you'll get a lot of jobs. You just apply one after another. Okay. All right, Sethu Raman. I'll go to Sethu. I've already done certification in Angular, but now out of touch. Sethu, did I miss your earlier comment? I think you deleted it. So I'm not able to understand what you're trying to say. You have done certification in Angular, but out of touch. Okay, maybe you want to revamp, but I'll take other question. In the meantime, you can just ping it back to me because your earlier comment was deleted. So Sakshi saying, hi Sakshi. Sakshi says, how to look for the jobs in IT industry after a break of 2 years. Okay, I am in development profile as .NET with 6.5 years of experience. Okay, how to proceed to get back? All right. So Sakshi, lot of companies, and a few days ago I posted one link in the community tab of my channel where Wipro was hiring women who have taken break. Okay, so this is now a big thing in IT industry that a lot of companies hire women who have taken break. Okay, for certain family reason or for maternity reason or different reasons. So if women want to come back after a year or 2 years of break, a lot of companies are welcoming them. So look for that on LinkedIn. Okay, search on LinkedIn, you'll find a lot of posts like that. And then what do you need to do to come back is to do some refresher course, okay, or do some freelancing work. So get yourself trained on .NET or whatever is your strength, so that whenever you apply in any company, they see that intent, that even if you have taken a break and if you're coming back, you have shown some interest to self train yourself. Okay. So I hope that helps you. I will go to the next question. Next question from Sumant. Okay, hi Sumant again. How to start the career after 2 years of graduation in software? After 2 years. Okay, so you're saying somebody has graduated and then there are 2 years of gap and now you want to start. Okay, so if that is the, I skipped your comment. What was your comment? Okay, I didn't. Okay, I skipped it, but I took it back. So, Sumant, how do you start after 2 years of gap? If somebody has graduated and then there is a gap, I think again the question is, look for companies who are still hiring freshers or graduates from the past years. So that is still happening. Okay, if you are in 2021, there might be hiring happening for 2020 graduates also. So one is to keep your eyes and ears open and see what hiring is happening. Second is, for those 2 years after the graduation, what did you do? Okay, how did you invest your time? What did that person do? If some training was done or some courses were done or certification was done, what was done? Okay, so remember that companies will look for somebody who has done something in those 2 years of time. Okay, so that is one. Second is, again, try to get into freelancing if possible, so that you can get some hands-on experience. Okay. And last option is to look for some institute, and that is kind of a gray area, because a lot of institutes will offer you a lot of things, but you're not sure whether you should do some course. Okay. Maybe some reputed institutes where somebody has done something and got a job, from your referral, check with them and get into some course so that you can get some placement. That's what I can think of right now, but we can chat about it in detail. All right, guys, hit that like button and put your questions here. I'm going to go to the next question. Ajay says, while in probation period, do I need to serve notice period? Okay, so Ajay, there are different companies who have different policies for the notice period. Now, if you're in a probation period, is the notice period different? Okay, sometimes in the probation period, the notice period will be only of 2 weeks or 1 month, versus if you are confirmed, the notice period will be 3 months, something like that. So it all depends on the paperwork, on the contract, okay, or on the terms and conditions on which you have joined. So if it is X number of days, then it is X number of days. But if somebody is on probation and you want to leave, one is you look at the terms and conditions on which you joined. Second is you talk to people, talk to HR, talk to your manager, and see if they can leave you early, because it is still probation. But then it depends and varies from one case to another. Okay. All right. Shubham Suresh, hi. What's your view on employee ghosting even after clearing all tough rounds? Employee ghosting. Employee ghosting. Oh, you mean to say, okay, you mean to say that you cleared all the rounds, all the tough rounds of interviews, and then the company did not approach you, right? So the company never approached you. That's a sad situation. I mean, that's a pretty scary situation to be in, because you have done so much of hard work to clear all the rounds of interviews, and then there's a black box. There is no response coming from the companies. Honestly, my view is move on in life. Okay, if nobody is responding to you, it can be for two reasons. One is there is some business problem at their end, which they are not able to tell you. That position is not anymore relevant, or it has gone on hold because of some budget constraint or whatever business reason. So they are not responding. Ideally, they should respond. There is no reason to not respond. So one is business reason, and second is you are rejected. Okay, they've got some better profile and they've selected somebody else. In either of the cases, they should inform you. Okay, there is no need for them to shut up. But in my opinion, if it is a no, you should assume that it is a no, and then move on to NO, which is next opportunity. Okay, no always means next opportunity. So go to the next one. All right, guys, I have to catch up with a lot of things. Sakshi says, thank you, Sakshi, for coming here. Rohit Prakash at the rate Sakshi Singh. So Rohit is doing something. Few days back, there were openings for Deloitte. Yes, Wipro. Yes, for opportunities to women. Yeah, excellent, Rohit. Thank you so much. Um, Aman Dadarkar, which jobs have more pressure? Stressful jobs. So this stressful job ka thing, Aman, and a lot of people ask me, IT में बहुत stress है. Is there a lot of stress in IT versus a lot of stress in mechanical or any other job? I think every job has stress, and I've told this earlier also on my channel. Every job, whether it is a driver job, train driver, bus driver, hospitals, doctors, pilots, air hostess, every job is stressful, guys. If you are in the right job, if you are aligned with your skills and doing the right thing, then probably you will enjoy your work more than anything else. So that is pretty much philosophy. All right, Setu Raman, I'm planning to switch to web development. Now my question is, can I study Angular or React? If I study and switch, will I be treated as a fresher? Will I get a good salary? Will 90 days notice affect? Okay, so here is a tip for everybody. Okay, if you are working somewhere, and I'm assuming Setu, you're working somewhere. If you're working somewhere and you have a experience of, let's say, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, okay, and today I'm taking this example, you want to switch from something to web development, okay, and you were doing Angular earlier, now you have lost touch, okay, something of that sort. This is only known to you. Okay, in the interview or on your CV or resume, if you put something and if you are able to justify that and if you are able to live up to the expectations, quite risky, but sometimes people do that. In your CV, nobody knows which experience is in which sequence or which project you've done for which company. If I have 4 years of experience and if I am showing one project over the another one, company A's project in company B's project, nobody can find out unless I mess it up. And I don't give such kind of advice, but I'm telling you, just be smart with what you want to do. But at the end of the day, you have to live up to the expectations. If you study hard, get certified, do very well in the interviews, everything is fine. But at the end of the day, you'll have to do work. Okay, if you don't have experience, you'll have problems. Okay, so I go on to the next one. But Setu, if that is not the answer to your question, just ping me on LinkedIn. Okay, for that matter, anybody here, my profile in LinkedIn is an open profile, which means anybody can ping me, even if you are not my connections. You can very well send me a connection request. With the connection request, just mention that you are a subscriber of my channel and I will accept your connection request. Okay, I don't have problem in accepting connection request as long as we talk something concrete. Okay, hi Melvin, good to see you here. 20 people on the call and 16 people have helped me with the thumbs up. 4 more people, please hit that thumbs up button, or I'm not taking any other questions. That was a joke. Okay, hit that thumbs up button, guys. I will go to Melvin's question. I joined a Big Four. Okay, congratulations, Melvin. But they expect to work more than 12 hours a day. Wow. And that too, my pay is less compared to peers. Okay. Why is this mindset going on in India? Hmm. Okay, so Melvin, I think that peer comparison, nobody has an answer to that. Okay, it is about how well you were able to negotiate your salary versus how somebody else was able to do that. Of course, there is a difference between at what salary you started. Okay, so if you started at a low salary versus somebody started at a higher salary, now there are again reasons for that. Then of course there is a difference from the beginning itself, but otherwise it is about your ability to negotiate. So we can't just compare. Sometimes it is not even justified. But why do they want you to work for more than 12 hours a day? I think in IT or in Big Four or wherever you're working, right, always there is going to be a up and down. Most of the times there is a stressful work environment where you need to work for 10 hours, 12 hours. But then there are periods where probably you will get some lead time if you're lucky. Okay, but I think to answer your question, why is this mindset? I don't know. I mean, I have been in your place, honestly. There was a time way back in time when I also felt that I was underpaid, way back when I started, I think. But then I did certain things to get here, and to get into a mindset where I thought now I'm probably getting paid equal to everybody. But I think you should just do a search on pay scale, ambition box, linkedin.com/salary, and look at the average salary out there. Okay, Melvin. So if you think you can do that research, you'll probably know how much people are getting paid. So that way, when you plan your next job change, maybe in a couple of years or whenever, ask for the right amount. Okay, I'll take on few more. Okay, I forgot my specs today. Somnath Atta. Hi Somnath, welcome back. I have 10 years of experience in Java, Microsoft, small companies. I'm doing it in my present company for the last 7 years. Should I switch job in MNC to earn more process, work with bigger teams? Yes, of course. Yes, of course, everybody. In MNC, you get to learn a lot of world-class processes. That is true. And you work in bigger teams, you get very rich experience. Okay. So working in a big team gets you a lot of behavioral traits. Okay, understanding of a big customer, everything is at a scale, right? So yes, Somnath, definitely, if you have 10 plus years of experience in working in small company, it's time to go big. All the best. Anmol Tiwari. Hi, Anmol. You were saying I'm currently working in TCS on support project from last 6 months. Okay. And recently got offer from Deloitte. Very good. Okay, very good. What is it? Should I join Deloitte? Uh, so I don't think I have. You working in TCS from past 6 months and recently got Deloitte offer for analyst. Yeah, go for it. I mean, I don't know what is your current salary and all of that, and we don't want to discuss that on a public platform. But ping me on LinkedIn, Anmol Tiwari. Okay, ping me on LinkedIn if there is a specific question regarding job change, salaries. We don't want to do that here, but I can tell you offline. Okay, if it is like a good hike from what you are doing today in support role and it is an analyst role in Deloitte, I would say yes. Why not? Okay, but talk to me offline. I don't know about mechanical. You'll have to do Google. Sorry. Rupa, hi Rupa, welcome back. Rupa says, can you please explain if delivery partner executive role is good for a fresher, or should I start with a technical role? Because in the long run, which role is better for future growth? Okay, Rupa, it depends on your interest area, your strength. Okay, I cannot say one is bad versus the other is good. Okay, so if your strength is technical, if your interest area is technical, then over a period of time, not immediately, but whenever you get an opportunity, try to get into technical. If you are okay with a delivery partner executive role, if you find it interesting, then I would suggest stay with it. Doesn't matter in the long run. You will succeed only if you are doing something which is your strength area, period. Okay, nothing else matters. Why do you think in 17 years or maybe more of my career, how many years of development I have done? And I have nothing against development people. Maybe some development people are earning more, way more than what I am earning today. But am I doing something which is my strength area, which is making me comfortable doing my job? And in which I am a top performer? The answer is yes. So I'll do that, irrespective of whether it is a delivery or whether it is technical. Okay. Srinivas, and then Yogesh, Monu, Jai Shankar, Sayan, Karthikeyan. Okay, I'm coming to your questions, guys. Just hang on. Okay, hit that like button if you have not done it. Srinivas says, what did you say? Will IT job in safe for future from AI and automation? Of course, it is. Srinivas, I have created a video on this topic about IT jobs ka future. Okay, go and check that video. It's a very interesting video. In short, if your job is repeatable, manual work, then there is an impact. Otherwise, there is no impact. IT industry is super huge, guys. Super duper huge. It's not going anywhere, irrespective of what AI and what not is going to happen. So don't worry. Okay. Is it necessary to do thinking about coding in depth at job? Well, is it possible to switch to IT company to mechanical? From IT to mechanical, I have never heard that anybody do, because unless you have a mechanical degree, how can you switch from IT to mechanical? I don't think so. But from mechanical to IT, a lot of people do, because when they do mechanical engineering, they also have some secondary subjects which are IT. So one way is possible, the other way is not possible. Okay. Yogesh S. Should a mechanical engineering graduate do CDAC after graduation or directly join? Yogesh, if you're getting an offer, okay, if you're a mechanical engineer getting offer in IT, then get into IT. No need to do CDAC. Once you are in IT, it is all about skill. It is all about expertise. But if you are not getting a job and you want to get into IT, then CDAC, yes. Possibly you may want to do a diploma. But then again, CDAC, ke liye, make sure that you get into the right institute. CDAC also has different institutes with different levels of rankings and placements and whatnot. Okay. Um, okay. Monu, hi. Hi, Monu. I think I'm seeing you for the first time here. I'm 42 years old, working in a reputed MNC as service representative. Okay, now everyone upskilling themselves. Yes, I am confused in opting for stream as I don't have technical knowledge. Okay, what could be the best option for people like us who can learn easily? Service representative. Okay, so I'm not able to understand what is your exact role and what is your exact skill at this moment. Okay, but then you can probably learn RPA, robotic process automation, because you are into a service related role. So probably how do we automate that service? You can do it best. So search about RPA. Just do some Google and read through it. I'm not very sure because I don't know exactly what is your skill. But that's my 10,000 feet answer. But ping me on LinkedIn. If you're on LinkedIn, just ping me. We can chat about it, or share more details. Basically, I need more details to answer your question. Okay, Jai Shankar Sai, hi. How to calculate the expected salary based on experience and technology? I wish I had a formula, Jai Shankar, but I have created some videos related to salary negotiations and one video on how to find out what is the market average. Okay, so linkedin.com/salary, ambitionbox.com, payscale.com, glassdoor.com. Here, if you go and search for years of experience, technology, role, location, you will get higher limit, lower limit, average salary. Okay, all of that is available over there. So you can figure out from that, Jai Shankar. That is one way. Second is, if I was in your place, I would just double up. Okay, I'm just saying. Whenever you are asking for something, when you're getting an opportunity to open your mouth, just open it big. I'm not saying be rigid on that. Okay, sometimes people ask for a very large number, and when people, HR will come and tell you, oh, itna nahi de sakte, we don't have budget. At that time, don't be rigid. Okay, but try to break your own imagination is what I'm trying to say. But look for those websites and find out the average. Okay, Sayan Sahu, will it be wise to join Cognizant at the frequently mass layoffs? Sayan, this is a very common question, and I don't know how to answer that, because one thing is called as a reputation or a perception that gets built in the market. Still today, if you look at that company, there are so many people working there, CTS, right? So there are a lot of thousands and thousands of people who work over there. So not everybody gets laid off. This also we need to remember. Layoffs will happen, or you will be impacted only when you are high cost and low performer. So that is the first criteria. Somebody who is very high cost and not performing well is probably going to get laid off first. Okay, guys, I think I'm losing my internet connection. Give me a second. Okay. My internet is going off. This is not good. I hope you guys are still able to see me, because my net, I think, is going off. Let me try what I can do. Okay, I'll take few more questions. So, yeah, I mean, I was taking somebody else's question. So, low performer, high cost, Cyan. Okay, those are the people who are going to get impacted by layoffs. Otherwise, not everybody gets impacted by layoffs. Okay, if you're a good performer, you will get another job in another company. So, CTS, look at what project you're going to join, what client are you going to join. Okay. Look at all those details. Okay, and then probably you will be able to make a wise decision. But then it also depends on your skill set. Okay, I am going to take few more questions. Do companies acknowledge the online certifications since there are multiple online learning platforms? I think yes, Karthikeyan. These days they do. Coursera, a lot of certifications which are recognized. Okay. I think I have a problem with my internet connection, guys. I think it is going to go off. Let me try and reconnect. Okay, give me a second and let me try and reconnect. How do I reconnect?